Guys are getting downhill for Maryland. It's easy to come out here if you're Maryland and just jack up jump shots.
This is what they like to do, isolate and score inside.
The game turns you into what you are at this break.
Here's John Blackwell getting downhill.
I love that start for him and not starting shooting jump shots. The hard shot, a little out of control on the spin, falling away. You got to get that ball up a little higher.
Blackwell head down and scores. Blackwell on a mission.
You know, when you come out before the game, by the time you tip the ball, it's been about 35 to 40 minutes since you've warmed up.
Elijah Saunders finally breaks the seal.
What Maryland is doing right now, except for there, he can't dribble right into white jerseys.
Look out in transition. Nick Boyd is a blur.
Nick Boyd wanted the and one there, and you can see him in. That's Watts in the corner. He knows, look, I don't really have to play the shooter over there.
Rotated over to Saunders. Nice pass from Coit for three.
And that's how you stay on the floor if you're Coit. 20 of them, under 21 of them now. And only 92, so again, another one of those guys that you know where he's going to get his points from. And look, 26 points per game, almost 60% from the field. So, look, if you want to simplify it, he gets it going, they're in a better way. Blackwell, you and I talked about it in the break. Fascinated by three-point shooters that allow good three-point shooters wide. And those layups make that basket bigger and bigger.
Coit lost it. Here comes Wisconsin. Braden Carrington scores it, coming off 32 points.
Doesn't give up on it. A lot of times players will get hit there and look for the foul and not focus on finishing. Yeah, well.
Rainbow three from Carrington. Picking up right where he left off, and Delpino fires. Metcalf on the offensive glass. 7 rebounds a game, his last 6, and he has the stick back.
Now, a lot of times these games are, I'm working my tail off. Maybe give me more minutes next season. You know, put me at the top of those charts when you're thinking about who the team's going to be. I love that.
Woo! Carrington's feeling it at Washington.
He's a tough guard, too, because 85% of his field goals are from 3. So you see him get down.
Brody chooses Boyd, and he got 3. Hype himself up and the team up. He changed the Iowa game with that energy early. Washington inside, pounding through 2. Missed it, but Metcalf is there.
Buzz Williams is just energy in a suit.
You just can't leave Carrington.
Because of Braden Carrington, downtown.
Blackwell walled off. One-on-one of the posts, fading for the baseline. He got it.
I love when Blackwell plays that little big man role. That's a good way to put it. Nothing fancy, workmanlike.
Wisconsin on the run. Rhodey scanning. Leave off Carrington. That's cash.
And still trying to get a date. What else do they need to do?
Yeah, man.
30 wins.
Elijah Saunders from 3.
The only way I could get a date.
Donnie Marshall, smart man. Rhodey!
There he is.
Finally on senior night, he gets one to fall.
He starts to get out in transition. This is the Rhodey. Just what you work on, the clean handles and then the pickup and the pull. Not that clean.
They were down 19 at halftime, had 20 points at the break. Came all the way back to take the lead at one point. Adams on the drive, rejected by Bielyauskas. Going the timer, Delpino in traffic. Delpino got to shoot, and he nails it.
Pulled the string on it, but the release was awesome.
He had a lot of success at the international level. As here's Bielyauskas, quick find. The international level for Spain. So GDP brings, and Wisconsin gives up 76 a game. Look at this defense. Got blocks, we got steals. Transition chance, Blackwell scores, and no foul. Right inside, went to the mismatch, and he takes advantage.
Yeah, really good recognition there. Sometimes when you start to...
Because Maryland doesn't have a ton of big size inside without Pharrell Payne.
It should be. There's Blackwell. You called it in the first half, partner. Just pace, change of pace, speed, and obviously waiting for teammates when you're in transition. Look at this.
On the run, right to him.
Try to win the 4-minute battles. Next time out, keep score. Closeouts have to be there, but Wisconsin starts to knock them down. We've seen this. I would say both.
Okay.
I would say both. But Michigan doesn't, they have really no holes. They really don't.
They've shown that this year. Just a couple of losses.
Check all the boxes. 1 or 2 losses, how that happened.
Well, one of them happened to these guys.
Yeah, well, that.
Because of that.
Like that.
All the threes. Student section letting them hear it.
I mean, they called it.
All right. Got it again.
It's not just from behind the arc by itself in the half court. 20 fast break points for Wisconsin. Team that averages just under 11. Next week, you got to think about your guys' legs.
Yep.
You know, and I know it's only a small sample size, but wow.
That is ridiculous. Come on.
And again, it's a hard area because you're not.
Mills has struggled to find his rhythm tonight after being spectacular the last few weeks. Here he comes. Stepping back. And the follow from Winter. He's down right now.
27 from 3 and 30 from the field. So you got to give them some credit for what they've done defensively.
Definitely the underrated part of the game for them today. Mills stepping in and got a 3. Adams isolation on Carrington. Playing catch with Saunders. Whip around for Mills. Tries another 3 and he hits again.
All the way at the end of the bench now.
You had to say it. Mills continues to hit threes. Found his stroke in the second half. One more senior on the floor with Boyd. Blackwell to Boyd. And he hits. That could be his final shot. And Robinson scores! Got a steal, and Kinzinger! What a moment for Isaac Garden, his dad late. Domination for the Badgers in the final game of this season at the Kohl Center.